Welcome everyone to the Pine Leaf News channel update for December 2018, where I'll go over what I did during the month of November and what my plans are for the month of December. Let's begin with what I did in November. In my North Kingdom series, I explored the Grey Mountains and I finished the questing all the way up to the Steel Keep. Then in my Burglar series, I headed into the Foundations of Stone, where I continued along in the epic story and ran my class quest. Then after doing all that, I finished up Bingo Boffin, leading us into Lothlorien, just at the edge, ready to head into Mirkwood. I started a new completionist series on one of the new legendary servers, and in that one I have reached up to about level 10, and I'm doing Bingo Boffin there as well as many of the Shire quests, though the goal there is to also do quests in all of the lower level areas, but getting the time to do all that is of course quite a bit of a challenge. Then in the Minecraft Hardcore Challenge, Prismarine Pie, I managed to get some prismarine from the monument, but not a large amount of that. But I did incorporate that into my build, and I managed to survive for the entire challenge. In the base raise, I took much too long to find some spider webs. It took me over 8 hours, after which I decided to find extra information in order to finally get those webs and finish it up. So we will call the base race for November to have been a bit of a fail on that part. In my Wellstopia series, I returned to the village where I went and built some underground areas. I also built the roads up above the village, and now I think the shape of the village is starting to take shape in there, and perhaps now I'll be able to fill that in. And in my railroad challenge, I built a zombie farm, and I also played around with the 1.14 snapshots as I continue along in my western tracks. So what's in store for the month of December? Let's begin with Lotro, where in my Burglar series, I plan to head into Mirkwood and complete Book 9 of the Epic Storyline and finish up with Bingo Boffin's trip through Mirkwood. And I'll be increasing the pace of that, so that I'll be posting on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, back to the old schedule before November. Then we'll continue along in my Grey Mountain series, but that will only be on Tuesdays and Saturdays, where I'll be finishing up with the quests that are currently released for the Grey Mountains. If we have any additional content released during the course of December, most likely that content then will be run in January. We'll see how things go on that. Then in the Complete Pine Leaf, I'll run that on Thursdays and on Sundays. And most likely the Thursday one will be the Bingo Boffin episodes, while the Sunday ones will be doing other stuff throughout the lower level areas. Then let's head into what we're doing in Minecraft. In the Minecraft Hardcore Challenge, this is the Treeless Challenge. I'm still wondering exactly what I'm going to be doing for that. My original plan of trying to do it in the latest release of the Java edition, recording did not go too well, but I believe I am going to be able to set up an alternate run for that, and we'll see how that works. And assuming I succeed in doing that, we'll have that on Mondays and Fridays. In the base race for December, this is the Christmas special, and as they rarely have a January base race, most likely I will set this up at a pace where I will be able to just continue on into January and not attempt to complete the entire thing in December. Because you'll notice how I sometimes have my episodes changing in their style if I get very late into the month, and I'm likely just to let it go at its own pace for December, simply because I'll probably have an extra month in order to complete this. In my Wellstopia series, which will be on Wednesdays as usual, I plan to build the ship the Sea Ghost, Right now the plans are to build this ship, though server rules may change to make that less feasible, and if it does, there may be a change in plan. We'll have to see on that. Then in my railroad challenge, my plan is to finish the western line, which currently I have two stations built along the line, and I have track that does go pretty much all the way down to the end. But I still need to get the whole thing to work safely, and of course I'll need those last two stations. In addition, I may be doing some investigation into the latest snapshots. And on Sundays, what I do on Sundays will be based on need. I currently see the most likely thing to be on there would be more stuff on the Railroad Challenge, especially if I have a large amount of content that is being affected by snapshots. And that then is what we have scheduled for the month of December. In Lotro, the Burglar on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, the Gray Mountains on Tuesday and Saturday, and the Complete Pine Leaf on Thursdays and Sundays. Then in Minecraft, we'll have the that's right, the December Treeless MHC for Mondays and Fridays, the December Base Race Christmas Special on Tuesdays and Saturdays, Wellstopia building the Sea Ghost on Wednesdays, the Railroad Challenge on Thursdays, and Sunday is currently flexible, but most likely is going to involve the Railroad Challenge. And that's what we have scheduled for the month of December. And now I'll see you next time in January, where I'll have a look to see how well I succeeded in all of this. Until then, this is Pilot Mules reminding you to skirmish responsibly.